And he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week. And in the midst of the week he shall cause the sacrifice and the oblation to cease. And for the overspreading of abominations he shall make it desolate, even until the consummation. And that determined shall be poured upon the desolate.
There's another election that took place this week, the Israeli election. When you look at what happened, do you believe that Prime Minister Netanyahu may be encouraged to take more positive steps to try and achieve a two-state solution?
Last year, 2012, was a year where we tried to keep the atmosphere positive between Israelis and Palestinians, because we knew that America was locked into internal issues with the re-election or the elections that were going on in that country. President Obama won, and as a second-term president, there's always a tremendous advantage of pushing the peace process forward. This phase, leading up until the inauguration, Israeli elections, has been what we call the homework stage. Jordan, with some Arab countries and with 3 leaders in Europe, the British, the French and the Germans, are all marching towards Washington February and March to say, Mr. President, it's time to really engage on the Israeli-Palestinian process. Prime Minister Netanyahu understands that, and whatever he does to form his coalition, he's got to keep in mind that the international community, strongly led by the Europeans and hopefully with the United States, is going to be knocking on his door and that of the Palestinians to move the process forward.
Do you worry that in this election, you did also have the rise of new voices in Israel that openly talk about the permanent annexation of the West Bank and Gaza, that talk about the fact that there is no Palestinian state?
In actual fact, I think since Arab Spring, I mean, at the beginning of Arab Spring, you heard many Israelis saying this is the best thing that's happened to us. And all of us couldn't believe or fathom that line of reasoning. And I would say that most Israelis now look at the Arab Spring with tremendous concern. So the challenge today is, can they create a two-state solution? And quite honestly, I don't think, if we're not too late, the two-state solution will only survive as long as the end of President Obama's term. Beyond that, if we don't fix it in the next 4 years, I don't believe it'll ever happen.